The movie begins with airplanes flying through the sky. The event is organized by the International Culinary Society, Igor. Here, whoever wins will receive a legendary piece of meat. Pirates from all over the world have taken their positions. The gong sounds, and everyone begins the race. People rush toward the gate. Suddenly, beneath the arena, a large hole appears, and a giant sand monster, classified as an insect, crawls up and starts devouring people. However, on the other side, a group manages to escape. It is Toriko's team and Luffy's Straw Hat crew. The two captains run side by side, competing for the legendary piece of meat. Suddenly, a figure appears below, a man who never gives up. It is none other than Son Goku and his team. Contestants are free to choose any route, except flying, which is prohibited. Whoever reaches the center of the island first will win, and the legendary piece of meat awaits them. A man named Kai serves as the commentator. Also present is Sam from Igor, who thinks of himself as handsome, and another man, the strongest person on Earth, Mr. Satan, cousin of Hercule. The self-proclaimed strongest man in the universe confidently raises his hand to the sky and boasts. Krillin asks Piccolo if the legendary piece of meat tastes good. Nobody knows, as no one has eaten it. Goku explains that the meat comes from a cow fed only the finest foods, with a unique liquid continuously flowing inside it, making it incredibly expensive. Robinson agrees and suggests they wait to see if it lives up to the hype. At this moment, everyone on the screen reaches a fork in the road. Ahead lies a towering mountain, 8,000 meters high and extremely dangerous. To the east is the dense Eodon forest, spanning 10,000 square kilometers. To the west is an endless desert. The three bosses choose the mountain path ahead as it is the shortest route. Mr. Satan mocks them, calling them weak. The remaining contestants split between the two other routes. At this moment, the three bosses all chose the mountain path ahead because it was the closest route. Mr. Satan thought the three were quite weak. The remaining contestants went in the other two directions. Gohan believed that no one could beat his father. Sanji was frustrated because he had lost track of Nami and Jin. Suddenly, a monkey appeared, blocking the path of the four. The monkey was classified as level S. Han stepped forward, saying he would take care of it, but an elderly woman stopped him, explaining that fighting was pointless. If they satisfied the monkey's hunger, it would let them pass. So the two chefs prepared a hearty meal for the monkey. After eating to its heart's content, it lay down to sleep, allowing everyone to pass easily. Meanwhile, in the desert, Nami and others were moving forward when they saw Blog and Master Roshi lying in front of them. Nami ran to help Master Roshi, whose nose was bleeding, while Blog was busy trying to look at Jin's underwear. As a result, the two old rascals were sent flying straight into Frankie's position. On the way, Trunks and Goten decided to fuse together, creating a larger version of themselves. Seeing this, Chopper's eyes lit up, wanting the two of them to teach him how to fuse. However, they told him he needed to find a partner first. Chopper then turned to Sunny and said, "Forget it, I don't want to become a monster." Meanwhile, Goku was leading the race, having reached the mountain peak first. If he crossed the lava pit, he would reach the finish line. At that moment, the other two had also climbed up. Suddenly, Kyo called Goku to return for a mission as a super powerful creature had appeared. Goku instantly disappeared, leaving the other two puzzled. Elsewhere in the forest, a reporter filming stumbled upon Zoro, who was wandering around. Suddenly, Zoro drew his sword. A figure was approaching from behind. It was King Zybra. Unexpectedly, Zybra climbed down and asked about Kakarot. The other two had no idea who this guy was, so they used their techniques to attack him. However, Zybra blocked them with his hands, creating a massive explosion that caused the TV screen to shut off. Above, the silhouettes of two people appeared. It was Toriko and Luffy. Goku, having just finished his mission, arrived, and they all jumped up to raise the flag at the same time. As such, the three of them would compete to see who would be the winner. A platform was activated, shaking the area. Mr. Satan, unable to stand properly, accidentally fell onto the platform. The crowd mistakenly believed he wanted to join the battle, while Mr. Satan, sweating profusely, had no idea when he got knocked into it. However, his fans continued to cheer him on enthusiastically. The rules of this fight were simple. Anyone thrown out of the ring would be eliminated. Now the battle had begun. Goku ran forward and punched Luffy in the face, causing Luffy's head to stretch out. Luffy then pulled his head back to counterattack Goku. Toriko rushed in, delivering a flurry of punches that pushed Goku backward. Goku remarked that both of them were using rare techniques. Luffy stretched his body out and lunged at Toriko. Toriko countered Luffy with a kick. Goku then attacked Toriko unexpectedly. Luffy rushed in, but Goku kicked him away. This led to Luffy and Toriko teaming up to attack Goku. Goku suddenly jumped into the air and fired energy down. Mr. Satan, standing nearby, was drenched in sweat as he watched this epic battle. Goku said, "You guys are really strong. My heart is pounding. It looks like it's time to get serious." All three of them decided to fight seriously, each preparing their most powerful techniques. Seeing this, Mr. Satan decided to run away. The three attacked simultaneously. A camera activated and fired a bright beam, causing a massive explosion that shook the island. As the dust cleared, all three were found to have been knocked out of the ring. Surprisingly, Mr. Satan was the last one standing inside the ring, making him the winner. "Incredible, everyone!" the announcer exclaimed. The three fighters were baffled by what had happened, but in the end, they still got to enjoy the legendary piece of meat because Mr. Satan agreed to share it with everyone. Meanwhile, deep under the sea, a dark shadow appeared. Inside the restaurant, countless dishes were laid out, making everyone so excited that they were drooling. Toriko said that before eating, one must clasp their hands together and give thanks to all the ingredients of the world. Everyone then began to eat, feeling the incredible flavors that made their whole bodies tremble with delight. Chopper only ate cotton candy instead of proper food, saying he would need a mountain-sized stack of it to fill the enormous appetites of everyone present. Toriko remarked that the deliciousness didn't just come from the meat itself, but also from everyone eating together, which made the flavors even more enticing. At that moment, Robin approached Sam and asked why he organized the tournament. "The purpose of Igor is to gather powerful warriors, right?" she asked. Sam revealed that the tournament was held to capture Akami, a legendary deep-sea fish. Suddenly, from the ocean, something emerged. It was a fish resembling a pufferfish. An elderly woman declared it to be the legendary Akami, a fish with an immeasurable level. Its stomach was as deep as the ocean, devouring everything it saw. Mr. Satan confidently said, "With me here, you have nothing to fear." But unexpectedly, as he approached the fish, it opened its mouth and began to attack. Gohan arrived, but had his energy drained by the fish's ability. The more it absorbed power from other creatures, the more its size grew significantly. The strongest fighters started to attack it, but the fish managed to escape. Gohan felt completely drained. Mon said, "This is its toxin. We need to catch it within 30 minutes so I can prepare the antidote." Everyone began to cooperate to track down Akami, with others following closely behind to assist. Meanwhile, Sanji and Basakura were arguing about why a fish would hide in the forest. A small misunderstanding turned into a loud quarrel. Suddenly, from above, a tentacle struck down. Akami had appeared. Sanji leaped forward, delivering his fiery kick, while Basakura tried to trap Akami with a net. Unexpectedly, Piccolo appeared, and the three of them began attacking together. They used their strongest techniques, crushing it together. However, amidst the smoke, the tentacles wrapped around them and drained their energy completely. Akami began to transform. Goku was flying in the sky while down below, near a water trench, others were running. Suddenly, Brock was grabbed by a tentacle, and the Akami monster appeared. Koka immediately used his sword to slash off one of its whiskers, but he was caught by it. The two kids then fused into Super Goten and shouted, "Wait there! We'll destroy you." Unexpectedly, Frankie showed up and said, "Leave it to me." The monster couldn't absorb anything because of Frankie's armor. However, when Frankie stepped forward to shoot bullets, the monster absorbed all the energy from his forehead. "This guy is unbelievable," Frankie exclaimed. At this point, Super Goten created a Mafongba demon seal and began attacking. They thought this was an easy fight, but suddenly, from behind, the monster opened its mouth, biting and draining their energy. Meanwhile, Luffy was searching when Toriko spotted a kami above him. The monster thrashed around, destroying the forest and terrifying everyone. Toriko was about to jump up when Luffy used his jet-propelled arm to punch it. Goku appeared just in time and realized a kami had transformed into its final stage. Pintoro is 10 times stronger than Churro and 100 times tastier, Goku remarked. He decided they must defeat it and serve it at the dinner table. The three of them simultaneously launched powerful attacks. Goku used Kamehameha to push it down with a powerful energy wave. Toriko hit it with a 16-hit combo, and Luffy used his Gomu attacks. This devastating combo sent the fish flying far away. They thought it was over, but suddenly, a kami returned from behind, knocking them down. Its speed had increased, and it bit Luffy's arm while firing an energy beam at Goku. By now, it had learned all their techniques and absorbed enough damage to become even stronger. There seemed to be no way to stop its growth. Goku said, "I'll need your help, Luffy and Toriko." He began preparing the Gekidama Spirit Bomb to gather energy from all living things around them. Meanwhile, Luffy and Toriko tried to hold a kami off long enough for Goku to summon enough strength. However, Goku realized he couldn't gather energy because a kami was absorbing it from the Spirit Bomb. Goku then called out to everyone on the island, asking for their power. Hearing his plea, everyone raised their hands, releasing and amplifying energy. Goku fired it straight into a kami's mouth. The others jumped up and used their strongest techniques. Goku charged in with a powerful Kamehameha, while Luffy and Toriko rained punches on a kami. Goku's massive energy blast pierced through the monster. The battle finally ended. Everyone was exhausted but overjoyed at having defeated the final monster. They held an outdoor seafood barbecue. Everyone was delighted, enjoying the feast. While they celebrated, someone remarked, "I haven't seen Zoro for a while." It turned out Zoro and 2 other guys were still locked in a life or death duel outside. Unbelievable, those hot-headed guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video if you think it's awesome. Check out my channel for more amazing content. Thank you, and see you again.